Hello, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me for your April monthly reading. I am Tamara Larice. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. We are going to dive into the energies of April for you to find out what Spirit has to say. Definitely always wanting to tap into your highest self, your highest timeline, and be able to see what's available for you given the current energies. So I am going to be using Spiritual Tarot to start this reading, and then I will get clarifiers with the traditional Rider-Waite Smith deck, okay? So let's dive in and find out what Spirit has to say for our beautiful Tauruses. All right, one moment here. Okay, first card is the Tower. The first card is the Tower, okay? All right, we're starting off with a bang, aren't we? No, oh my God, Strength coming out with it. Woo, Strength, look at that. Oh my God, Taming the Wild Beast Within. Oh my God, this is really powerful. Too many cards here. Let me continue to shuffle. Just a moment. I'm excited. I'm a Taurus rising, so I'm right here with you guys. I want to find out what's happening for us this month. What's going on? I feel like the whole beginning of this year has been one Tower moment after another. How about you guys? Well, okay, so this Tower, this Tower there's a lot of Uranus energy in this, and Uranus is getting ready to leave our sign, right? It's getting ready to leave Taurus, so it's going to leave some significant gifts. I mean, if you think that Saturn is the greatest teacher, the greatest coach that knows your worth, right? And won't stop until you get it down. Uranus is like that on steroids. And we have had a lot of like rediscovering ourselves, no longer being able to tell ourselves anything that's untrue according to our higher self, right? Our highest timeline, which is exactly what we're reading here for, right? And I feel very called as a Taurus rising to read in this capacity. So when we're talking about Uranus getting ready to leave your sign and the gifts that's leaving, we have actually been going, I want to say to the depths, right? But I think that it's more of that, like, you know, when you hand a paper in, like you turn in an assignment and then the teacher's like, I know you can do better. And that, again, there's this whole dynamic of like Saturn within this, and maybe there's a conjunction. I think there is a conjunction with Uranus and Saturn going on, but this month, but definitely that's what this is feeling like. It's feeling like, no, redo it again. You can go better. You can go higher. You can dream bigger. You can have more. You can have more. Make it better. Make it better. Make it better. You know, that's really this whole like, okay. I could do better. I could do better. And I know for me, it's been a hell of a challenge over the last several years. But we're going to be given a more like powerful opportunities to really stand up and show the refinement that we have experienced over the last 8 years. I think the 8 years Uranus has been in the sign. Over the last 8 years, and what we're capable of, and now how we would define ourselves in, and how we show up in the world, what we're able to offer the world in terms of knowing who we are, rather than sacrificing our time and our energy for everybody else, and letting our patience be the lead, right? We've led a lot with our patience and being able to like see the best in everyone and harmonize everyone in our space and go ahead and take care of this and go ahead and take care of that. And because, you know, we know that we're going to be able to do a really good job at it. And yet it's like that old pattern will not fly anymore, right? So it's like, no. You are powerful. You are powerful for your own, I want to say good, but what I mean is like, in terms of being able to really have what you want and not having to weigh everybody else into the equation any longer. I mean, that probably is one of the biggest gifts that I personally have been able to experience with this is that I don't have to And it's not because I don't care about everybody else, right? But I honor them for their ability to create their reality. And I honor me to be able to create my reality. And I don't overlap those two anymore. And I feel much more powerful in being able to choose me. And I hope that that's what you're experiencing also. I would love to hear from you, Tauruses. Find out like what is going on. What was your greatest, what do you feel like has been the greatest strength that you have been able to cultivate over the last 7 years of redefining who you are, how you show up in the world, and what you want to be known for, right? Because now Pluto's in Aquarius in our 10th house, and we have to show up in a way that what we want to be known for, right? So what does that look like for you? What has been your biggest gain? Comment that. I want to hear what has been your, maybe it might help me just like, oh yeah, that might be true for me. Or, oh, that's really cool. You know, I want to celebrate this with you guys. So, all right, without me continuing to go on and on here, we have the Tower, we have Strength, and please go ahead and give us that third card, Spirits. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. That is Taurus energy. That is Taurus through and through, okay? This is where you know your worth. All the things that you are capable of, your talents, your skills, your gifts, being able to create your own personal empire of wealth, abundance, whatever that looks like for you. Nobody's here to define that for you, but we all have a very strong connection to the material plane, right? That's our role, is to be connected to materials and building, that kind of thing. And this says, yeah, you're 100% standing in the refined builder, creator ability to have what you desire in physical, tangible experiences, right? Like I experience more money in my bank account. I experience the house that I want to. I experience all the things that mean something to me. It's value, it's meaning in our physical world, okay? And that's you being, I mean, you're probably feeling your power, All right, let's go ahead and get those clarifiers now. And there just might be this final with this Tower right here and the strength of taming that beast. There might be just a little bit more of like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Wow, yes, that's exactly what I needed to like put me square in this position. I thought I was in this position. I've been feeling good in this position. And by the way, I want to say it is us choosing to feel our most powerful selves and feeling into the goodness. I keep going back to the goodness, right? And I don't mean in, you've been a good, I just mean like good and as far as it feels good, right? The goodness, the deliciousness, the pleasures and joy and happiness, the good feelings, the good vibes of life, right? So, but yeah, as we're feeling into the goodness of the delight and joy of being our true selves, we get to see what else can be uncovered from that. That is where we bring light to the shadow, enlightenment, all right? And that's the only way that we can truly grow, is to be able to recognize that we do have dark places. We don't go into those dark places to sort them all out. We come from the higher vibration and take a look, okay? If I've been feeling this, and then I recognize, oh, there's something else in me that can be lifted up. There's something else in me that had been dark and kind of, you know, sequestered away. I'd forgotten about, and yet it's been part of how you create your reality, right? Because it's part of your vibration. So it feels like that, like even deeper refinement. So this is pretty exciting. Let's go into that a little bit more here for you, Taurus, all right? All right, Tower, please define this for us. Spirit, what else can you tell us? Okay, Seven of Swords. Now, this is either where you have been dishonest with yourself, so you've been telling yourself maybe something that's not true about you, that you don't have anything to offer the world, that you're not creative, that everybody else's stuff is more important than yours is, right? This can also be other people in your environment that are not on the same page as you and your well-being, right? So that's the liar, cheater, manipulator, stealer card. And so maybe there might be, oh my God, at the bottom of the deck here is this justice. I'm not done pulling clarifiers, but I just thought, oh, this is Venus. You're ruled by Venus. This is the power of karma, what you put out, what you get back, what I commit myself to. I know I'm going to have X, Y, and Z back, right? This happens, that happens. This happens, that happens. Cause and effect, right? And it is strong. There's no turning the wheel back once justice gets involved. All right, so let's see. Yeah, can't turn back the hands of time. So this Tower is where you really see that, and to be honest with you, with this Nine of Swords here, is Gemini. Okay, this is where you have been overthinking something, and it definitely is like self-terrorizing, right? It's scary. You've had thoughts playing out in your mind that are overwhelming you about somebody or something that's not working in your favor. Again, this could be overwhelming thoughts about yourself that aren't true. Okay, because tells us that it's not necessarily true. It also can be where you're thinking that other people have ulterior motives or maybe aren't trustworthy, and you don't necessarily need to be spending your energy on that. And this Tower is telling you that. It's this aha moment of like, wait a minute, are you making this up in order to protect yourself? Are you making this up in order to protect yourself? And the Tower is this lightning bolt that helps you change everything. So let's keep going with this Strength card, okay? Let's keep going here because this is looking really good here, Taurus. Knight of Cups. With the Strength card, Knight of Cups. Three of Cups. Excuse me, Three of Cups. And the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. The Hanged Man is where you are enlightening those shadows. You're seeing something in a very different perspective. You're foregoing the way that you've chosen to forego. This is a 4. What you had thought was true and stable in your life. And you are willing to look at it from another direction so that you can actually bring light to the subject and you can change that pattern in your life. Okay? So, the Strength card, I would say with the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups, what we're seeing is that your strength actually at this moment is to suspend negative thinking about other people. Obviously about yourself, but these are cards that involve others, right? This is you being willing to accept something from others, being able, and a receiving. The action that this Knight is taking, and Knights are action oriented. The action that this Knight is taking is the act of receiving something wonderful from an emotionally supportive group. Now, this is the greatest strength, right? This is what Strength card is saying to you is, Taurus, you may be experiencing this realization that you have spent a lot of time thinking and pondering about how other people aren't on the same page as you. Other people maybe are not doing as best as they could do, maybe being a little bit overly critical of other people. Certainly with that Queen of Swords there, that higher octave Queen of Swords Justice card. That can be very condemning energy. It very much like you didn't hit the mark, this other person in your life, and yet your greatest strength is to be able to see the power of connections with others. To open yourself up from being in your head to being in your heart. And being able to recognize that when I open myself up and I'm not worried about trying to protect myself, okay? I'm not looking over my shoulder. My greatest strength here becomes my connections with other people. So let's find out about that pentacle, and you break the old cycle. You break an old pattern, all right? That was actually creating instability in your life, and you thought it was the stability that you wanted or needed. You thought that you being aware of what everybody else was doing, that's trying to control, right? We thought that, being overthinking as far as maybe you're not being good enough because you're pushing yourself harder and harder and harder to accomplish, right? Tauruses can take on a lot of that, overworking themselves and being hard on themselves. That is not helpful, okay? And you maybe thought that you were doing the best by you for wanting you to continue to rise to your next best self, right? But being condemning of yourself causes condemnation of others, okay? And separating yourself from other people has not, in order to accomplish what you needed to, hasn't been helpful. It's been actually being able to know that you have something unique to bring to the table, and others can do whatever they choose to do. And if you can connect with them from a heart space and allow them into your life without judgment of yourself, no comparison of yourself to them, that you'll actually be able to be a greater version of you. When you allow yourself to be supported, when you allow yourself to receive what you need. Okay? All right. And see that other people really are a benefit in your life, and you don't have to hold yourself back from celebrating and going and having, girls' night or whatever, going and having this really good time if you haven't finished all of your work, right? All right, so let's go ahead with the King of Pentacles here. We have the Five of Cups, the invite to stop looking at things that had gone awry, things that had not worked out for you in the past, because there is something new trying to come in for you. There's something more positive, emotionally supportive for you. Let's go ahead with that King of Pentacles one more time. Oh, and what is this? What did I just say? That is the Four of Cups in reverse. Taking your hand off. Look, right? How open are you? How open are you? It seems to me that in both of these cards, what we have here is something that is possible. Let's go with that. Let's match these up, okay? We have, no, this side. Let's go to that side. Okay, there we go. All right, I want to get this right. Okay, so this Lord of Despair, okay, depression, right? Thinking the worst of yourself or others, or whatever that looks like, okay? Not thinking highly of of a particular situation or then any situation, okay? So it's going to keep your back to what's possible for you, okay? And then also when you have your heart crossed off, it keeps you away from what Spirit is trying to offer you, what Spirit is trying to hand you. So we go back to this card of receiving. So why then was this the King of Pentacles in regret and not being able to see something for the possibility of it being great? Okay, we definitely got some digging to do. We've got a lot more to find out here for you, Taurus. I'm gonna go ahead with that spiritual tarot again. Okay, so what we need to find out about is this King of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Four of Cups reversed. Whoops, no. Okay, thank you for being patient with me there. I just had a whole mess of cards to hit the floor, so we know. Wow, what is going on here? All right, let's keep shuffling. Let's keep shuffling. I want to make sure this is upright. Perfect. Okay. All right. King of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Five of Cups. King of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Five of Cups. Spirit, what can you tell us more about the embodiment of the true Taurus? Okay. Heartbreak. Betrayal. You've been hurt. Others have hurt you. Something has hurt you. I see. Yes, I see. Okay. All right. So, you know how I kept kind of harping on, going on and on about how maybe you have held yourself to a high standard as far as accomplishing work before you engage with celebration, before you can really give yourself full permission to just simply relax and enjoy life. Okay? So that's what this is all about. Okay, we have like I told you before, we have the three of swords. Okay, now this is truth or perception, information that is bringing you to your knees. Like it's painful, right? The clarifiers are the page of wands, the lovers, and the Six of Wands. Okay, what this says to me here is that it exactly that. What has been hurting you? What has been your biggest nemesis? Okay, what has been the most difficult for you and caused depression, despair? It's clouded your vision. It's kept you away from being able to really create through your heart space. Is this not this idea? Let's call this an idea, because when we're talking about swords, we're talking about the workings of your mind, right? The way that you perceive something, the way that you perceive something, and information. Okay, the way that you perceive information. So what we're gonna call this here is an idea. That's what it feels like. Okay, the idea that you don't have the information to move forward with and make clear, powerful decisions on behalf of your career success. At the bottom of the deck, we have the truth. Remember this, guy? Remember how I said, no, it means it's an untruth. This deception is an untruth, okay? What we're seeing here now with the Eight of Pentacles is the truth. The truth is that you have been working on something that others' skills and talents and gifts that others are going to find extremely valuable. What you have to offer the world is extremely valuable, and you do not need any longer. You never did need it, okay? You never did need it. You never needed it. The wild beast that you needed to tame was this idea that you didn't have enough information to be valuable enough for your career success. To be able to make strong decisions on the behalf of your career success. Now, this can be an entrepreneur. This can be working for a large corporation. Whatever it was that you needed to feel like you were recognized and you were seen for your worth in order to advance your career, you didn't feel like you had the ability to, you didn't feel like you had what it took. You had an idea that you didn't have all the information. You didn't have enough clarity. All right, let's keep going here. This is feeling really good. Oh my God. And here we are, the Star card. Okay, now this is a significant promise for the month of April for you. What we see is the ability. I just want to hold this up here while I talk to you guys, okay? What we have here is your ability to go from being the taskmaster of your reality, being able to see that you have had everything you needed. As you opened up your heart, you created with the truth of who you are and that higher self, that knowledge, that the information that comes through your heart, right? That's pure source information. That's pure higher self, God information. This speaks through you to the human you as the God that you actually are within. That's who is speaking to you when you tap into your heart. So the Star card is a card of healing, but it's also a card of being tapped into that higher consciousness version of you, okay? This is being tapped into your highest self and being guided step by step on your path. Remember, you didn't feel like you had the clarity or the information to be able to step and to be able to make those strong decisions on behalf of your career. There was some depression, there was some doubt, there was some looking at the past, there was some over-criticizing of self that has been going on. And what you have here is the strongest version of you speaking through your heart and it being able to be embodied in your 3D physical world, right? so that you are blessing not only your life, but the lives of those around you. When I say that you have something significant to share with the world, Taurus, I'm not kidding. And it's you. It's you. It's who you actually are, the authentic you. When you're tapped into your truth. Is there anything else that Spirit would like to say to you in terms of you stepping forward? The embodiment of your higher self. What does that look like? What does that look like? How you're stepping forward, how you're moving forward as you're stepping out, integrated with your highest self. Well, this is super cool. Okay, financial stability. Woo! That's important to Taurus, right? Financial security and stability. Yes, boom, got it. But the card, that's under the deck. It's really powerful. Okay, now what I want you to see here is the Four of Swords. You went from the Three of Swords to the Four of Swords. I would just love, I can't even, I'm getting so excited I can't hardly talk. Okay, the Four of Swords. I love the art in this card, because what it's showing us is a mirror, right? A physical world with our internal world, where you're able to be the most creative version of yourself. And look who's standing right behind you. Look who's standing right behind you. That is Source. That is your higher self that is guiding every movement, every creation. And look at this. This is very futuristic. So what this is to say is that you move forward with this full embodiment of your authentic self. And I want to say this is an Aquarius card. And this is very Aquarian energy here with the future, right? Being tapped into higher consciousness. That's the higher consciousness version of yourself. This is the mirror. The mirror of what's being created inside of you is also being created on the outside of you. Your physical world is matching what your higher self has designed for you through you. And you will experience a greater sense of financial abundance and security, material security. You will be firm. You will be firm, okay? And your material stability. You know, I also, when I'm looking at this card, I'm also seeing like this man is kind of, is he opened up to the heavens here? Oh, there's an opening, right? To be able to learn and grow and have more. I want to say there's a very much a receiving energy on both. Now his hands aren't open, but his arms are up. His body is, oh, well, he's not crossing himself off. He's open to material success. And I think that whatever it is that you've been working on, or whatever it is that, you know, that you have your mind's eye on as far as a goal, I think that you're really going to know that yourself as that version of you, and you're going to start to see some significant movement in that area. Like you really, really, truly are being able to achieve your next level. Okay? Again, this is all what your higher self has prepared for you. And I think that the greater thing here is, the greater lesson here for Taurus is that you've learned how to be kind to yourself, and that puts you in a place of being able to receive the connections, receive the emotional support, receive what your higher self has in store for you and is able to create through you. That's big. That's a big, huge breakthrough this month. And you will see the results of it. It appears that you will see the results of your external life reflecting back to you all the work that you have done. It's now time for you to be nice, to be calm, be relaxed. Go get that massage. Go get whatever it is that you need to do for self-care. Because it is you just taking really good care of yourself that allows it all in this month. This is great. All right, Taurus, I love every one of you. I hope that this was very helpful for you. It's very exciting for me to read. please do like, subscribe, and leave comments. Tell me, you guys, please tell me, did this resonate with you? Please tell me how this has been affecting you, all this Uranus energy. All right, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.